Well, good afternoon everybody. I hope you are well. How are you doing? This is a Millennium garden. I haven't been in here for a wee while because of sort of weather and being not well and whatever. This is just a quick video to say that I've actually booked, or I'm going to be booking, park run for this Saturday, the 4th of May, May the 4th, Star Wars Day. I don't know how much I can film, so I did promise you that I would do a park run if I reached 100 subscribers. I have now gone above 100 subscribers, so so this is a big thank you from me to you, of your loyalty and trust and encouragement towards myself and my channel. This was going to be a different video with a different topic, but I've decided to not bow down or to trying to find the words to be like certain people regarding their behaviour over the past few days. But I'm not, my channel's not for that. I'm not like that. I don't condemn, I don't humiliate anybody on my channel. Again, that's not the person I am. I could quite easily have went to town in a video, but again, I'm not stooping that low. Practically, I don't care. I really don't care what people think of me, what they write about me. People who really know me, and that's all that matters. I mean, excuse me, you know that I thank every single one of you who support my channel, who likes, comments, subscribes, shares on Facebook and YouTube my content. I am so grateful for every single one of you. I'm now, as of today, an admin on Honest Past and Present. A certain individual wasn't happy with that, but hey ho, that's their prerogative. They have a choice. I'm still unaware of what's made this individual be the way he's treated me. I haven't got the foggiest idea. But hey ho, that's not the channel, that's not what I'm doing today. So it's just a quick update on what's happening. I have a new venue for one of my videos, and I'll be so excited to take you with me. I'm hopefully going to do this next Tuesday. I was going to do it tomorrow, which is Thursday, but the schools are on holiday. The schools have, I think it's in service day tomorrow, and then they're back to school on Friday, and then they're off for the May Day holiday. So you can try and make sense of that. I don't know why would you put your kids back to school for one day. Why not have the whole weekend? But hey ho, that's just me. So yes, this is my favourite place in all this. The grass is desperately needing cut, so I think the council is maybe going to try and cut that soon. It's all been tended, started to be tended lovely by all the volunteers, well the 2 volunteers and myself when I can get time to actually do it. But they're doing a wonderful job of tidying up and getting ready for spring and summer. The flowers that I showed you down the bottom, they were doing that yesterday, and they spend a lot of time in here. There's still a problem with dog poo again, still in this park, in this wee garden, which is a real shame. It's coming up to summer now. We'll have the summer holidays will soon be upon us, and 8 weeks in fact, and you know, we need to keep this really nice for everybody to use. And having dog poo in the garden, in a public garden, I might add, there's no excuses. There's 2 rubbish bins and a dog poo bin, so there's no excuses not to put the rubbish, the dog poo in the bin. For those who live here, are you getting used to all your new bins? They're confusing the life out of me, but that's not hard to do, I will admit that myself. Because we had it so long one way and then all of a sudden they're changing it. So we will soon get used to doing it another way, but it will take time, and you know, but as I said, on Facebook, I think it was a Highland Council comment, I commented on it as a post, and I had put on, I hope these bins are from recycled plastic, because they've created 2 new bins, well, actually 3 new bins, for us to use. 2 bins are for food waste, and we have a smaller, thinner refuse bin. Because the council is all about trying to reduce food waste and be recycling more and be aware of, you know. So I hope these bins are from recycled plastic and not, you know, they haven't created 2 new bins from new plastic, basically. Because it would be defeating the purpose, it really is. But hey ho. It's been a beautiful morning here. It's starting to cloud over now, a wee bit. I don't know if I'm feeling spots of rain, but hopefully not, because I've got washing out. I'm going to take you out of the garden now and just have a quick wander and a blether. Nothing major. My main video will be my main video will be on Tuesday. So this is just a quick blether. I might go up Springfield Terrace, I think, and down by Lindley Bank. So I haven't been up there for a while. And so I hope you guys have been okay. I'm looking forward to summer, to try and get some warmth, because it hasn't been all that warm here this past wee while, and it hasn't been sort of like, I'll just pause you a minute. Sorry, there's no point in talking and a big lorry passing me at the same time. There's absolutely no point. What was it? Yes, our weather has not been good. It has not been spring-like. Today has been okay, but so yeah. I'm going to pause you for a second, guys. Okay, so we're going up to Springfield Terrace, so that'll take you down to Penn's Road. The sun is desperately trying to come back out again. But it's not cold today. It's quite mild. There is a wee tiny wee wind, but hey ho, at least it's dry. I'll get some of my washing dry. So yeah, I don't really have a topic for today. Just be nice to each other. Basically, I think I said that on my last video. You know, treat people with a wee bit more respect than you're doing. You know, We can all work together. We need to work together. As I said in my last video, there's too much hate, there's too much fighting going on. You know, what is the point? You know, you're making both parties unhappy, and you know, and it's just it's worthless. And the lives that you ruin, you know, by comments. It's like squeezing a tube of toothpaste, right? Out into a bowl or a plate or whatever. You can't, what's been taken out cannot be put back in. Basically, whatever you've said, you can't take it back. So be careful what you're saying to people. You know, since I became a Christian, I've been really minding my speech, what I say to people, how I say it, because it's very, very difficult to not lose the end of your rag, or you know, or come down hard on somebody, you know what I mean. But there's absolutely no point, and you know, we have to think before we speak. We really do, because you can't take the words back. You just can't take the words back. Once you've said them, you've had it. You know, it's out in the open. You can't take them back. So we all need to work together. I mean, the world is big enough for all of us. We need to work together. Yeah, I haven't been up here for a while. So yes, we're looking forward to our holiday. I've got my girl marking off the days in the calendar, so we're trying to prepare for things. For the plane, I'm ordering some things for her to do, or some fidget cube things, and you know, something to do with her hands, to keep her going if she's getting bored, you know. I'm sorting out what I've started all my lists already, and so we're sorting out what goes in what bag, who's taking what, you know. So it's getting closer and closer, and I can't wait just to get away with her. You know, this is our first abroad holiday with her, and I just hope she's going to have a ball. You know, she might surprise us all. You know, it's going to be hard going. You know, it is going to be hard going. That's why I'm not concerned myself about what other people think of me, whatever. It's what I do. It's what, I mean, I'm concentrating on, trying to concentrate on myself, because I'm going through some health issues at the moment that I need to sort of like get on top of before the holiday. I need to concentrate on my girl, because again, she's going through some things. She's going through puberty age now, and you know, so I need to concentrate my energy on her and on myself and on my home life and my husband. You know, I can't concern myself with other people's drama. You know, keep your drama to yourself. You know, don't come near me with it. If you have a problem, that's your problem, not mine. So that's where we've just been. So this is just a wee shortcut that goes down to Lindley Bank. And through the gates at the top there, that's where the play park is, but the play park is in desperate need of revamped or updated, and you know, it hasn't been touched since the day the houses got built, which was, must be over 30 years now. You know, it's just terrible. Anyway, we're going to go down this way, and I might even take you down Old Malfour Road, I think. Just a nice wee wander. Again, I haven't been round this way for a while. I'm excited to give you new content, you know, not just my usual haunts, my usual wanders. You know, I'm trying to look at new places to go with you, or to take you, you know. So as I say in every video, that I'm extremely grateful and blessed, you know, for what I've done and what I've achieved over the past year now. It was actually in July. No, it's actually not. No. It's almost a year and a half. So it'll be 2 years in January since I started the channel. And you know, I can't believe that I've got this far. I've made so many videos, I've made so many friends through it, I've had wonderful comments about it, I've had people coming up to me in the high street and say, look, when's your next video? I'm excited for your next video. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, I'm not being big-headed, I'm not being, you know, like, look at me, or yes, I'm a YouTube star. No, that's not me. Everybody who knows me knows that's not me. I don't do things for glory or for recognition. I'm part of my community. I do community events. I volunteer for my community. And we have to work as part of a team. If you're not going to do that, there's no point in you being there. Absolutely no point. We're all individual, but we need to work as part of a team also. You know, since leaving school, you know, after being bullied so much in school, I was always a loner because I couldn't trust anybody. Even into my, trying to get through that puddle. Even into my working life, I was bullied, and now I've come to the conclusion that I was worried about what people thought of me. You know, what were they saying? You know. And now I couldn't care less. I really can't be bothered. If you have a problem with me, well, it's your problem. Basically. But yeah, I'm always about community. That's the way I've been brought up. Yes, I was away for 12 years. I moved away to be with my now husband. But we actually took on the responsibility of looking after his grandparents. So we were trying to work full time and look after them at the same time, which was hard going. It was very, very hard. His grandparents, his gran had dementia. She had no short-term memory whatsoever, absolutely nothing. And his grandfather, his papa as we called him, had emphysema. So he was sometimes he was in and out of hospital with pneumonia and things, and we always had to care for Gran, and that's before we we were advised to get respite care when he did go into hospital, and then we went in the route of put her into a home because we could no longer sustain the facade, the care that she desperately needed. So we made the very hard decision of putting her into a home, into a dementia home. And then he eventually left. This is Old Man Refuel Road. he eventually left hospital, and he went into the same home, but in his own room, because he was getting like when he was looking after her, he was getting really depressed, and he couldn't really cope, so he wanted time in his own room. But they managed to see each other in the day room and things, until Gran went into hospital in Ayr, and she went in for a routine test, I think, whatever, and then she took a turn, and then that was her. She didn't recover, unfortunately, but before that she was in maybe about a few weeks, and then Papa had to go into hospital, so he was put into Cross House Hospital, just outside Kilmarnock. So they didn't see each other at all. Sorry, I'm just changing the subject. The trees are overgrowing the little house on here. I always fancied staying in that wee housey, but it's nature's overgrown it. It's enveloping the trees, enveloping it. Sorry, I don't know if that was the right word to use, but hey ho. Sorry, yes. So they didn't see each other, and then Gran took a turn, and then she was, I think she had a bad toe or whatever, so they were treating her toe, and I think sepsis got hold of her, septicemia. So she later died on the 3rd of January 2008, and so we were going between the two hospitals, one night we would go and see Gran, and the next night we'd go and see Papa, so as well as working full time. And so of course when Gran died, we had to go and see Papa and tell him, and so he took a wee while to let it sink in, because they hadn't seen each other for about 4 weeks, and in the middle of that time they celebrated their 63rd wedding anniversary. So we were breaking the news to Papa, and he didn't realise how bad Gran was at the end, and so he was unable to go even to the funeral. He wasn't well enough to go, so a nurse had to stayed beside him when it was time for the funeral. So we had Gran's funeral on I think it was the following week, and then everything, we were getting a bed, a room for Papa in a home. Once he came out of hospital, he was near enough ready to come home or whatever. We had all his stuff in the room, and he took a turn, and he eventually died on the 9th of February. So it was about 3.5 weeks between them, and I'm almost positive he died of a broken heart. Almost positive. But so after that we stayed for about another year after that. So we came, hubby didn't have any family down there, any more family, so we decided, because all my family were up here, so we decided to move back up in 2009. And then we've been up here ever since. When I moved down, hubby was already down there, because he moved down with Papa and Gran. I'm going to pause you for a minute, guys. Sorry about that, guys. So we had to arrange another funeral for Papa, and so that took its toll on us, after Papa died. So I had to sell the house down in Irvine, and and then moved up here. We moved into my mum and dad's for a wee while until we found a house up here, so we managed to find a house. And so that was it. But yeah, I was terribly homesick when I left Alness. Absolutely terrible. So I used to come up every couple of months or whatever, just for a weekend, you know, and just to see mum and dad. But I'm glad I've been up here, you know, since 2009, and I'm glad I've been up here, you know, especially over the past, you know, 8 months, 6 months, 8 months, and with dad and having to look after mum a wee bit more, you know, keep an eye on her, and she's an old Nesian, and so yeah, we've had a lot of a few funerals in Alness over the past couple of months, and my mum actually lost her brother as well recently, so we had another funeral, another family funeral. So yeah, it hasn't been a great time. So you'll excuse why I'm not bothered about certain comments or whatever. More important things to worry about rather than comments. I can't be bothered with them. I'm not bowed down to their level of calling them out or whatever, or you know, or destroying them on video. As I said, I'm not like that. I'm not vindictive. I don't hold grudges. I don't do things for spite. No, that's not my thing. Let them carry on. If you want to do that, yes, just you carry on, pal. So, so this is Salvesen Crescent now. Yeah, a lot of childhood memories down here. We used to come and play down here. And where Lindley Bank is, I mean, if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know that we used to have a croft on top of where Lindley Bank is. And I used to come down, and you can't actually see. I used to come down here and play with my friends or whatever, and Mum would stand outside the door and bawl my name, and I would hear her for her to come home. And but yeah, I've a lot of my friends' parents are still here, you know, and it's a lovely wee quiet area down here. As I say, a lot of good memories. You know, some of them are no longer with us, unfortunately. You know, some of my friends I played with, but yeah. Yeah, it really is getting, well, the sun is out, but it looks really misty and murky over there, over by the Black Isle. I'm going to show you something in a minute. I think I've showed you this before, but you know, it's probably one of my earliest videos. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you like this video, please like it. Comment down below where you're from. No negative comments, please. Absolutely. If you're going to be negative, please keep it to yourself. This is meant to be a positive channel of fun, of blethers, of walking, of admiring the scenery of my local area. That's why I started it. So I'm going to go around there. This is just a wee car park. I'm going to go around this corner and show you this tree. Now, when we were younger, we thought, oh, that was a place of a haunted house. The trees are haunted. There's ghosts living in the trees, you know. and it's actually a cairn, and I didn't realise that until recently, until maybe 3 years ago maybe. And so when it's all in leaf, you know, it's I know so a lot of the branches are missing from a recent storm, but once it's in full leaf, you know, it's an amazing looking tree. I actually loved it, you know. We used to, and this field particularly, this is one of the fields that we used to do tatty picking for Darmore Farm when I was younger, and that's before the A9 even was on in a bit, you know. These two fields, you know, one beyond the A9 and this one, these were the two main fields of tatty picking. It was just, oh, what fun, what memories we made. It was, you know, back then it was hard work, you know, back-breaking work. We always looked forward to October holidays because, you know, we can do a wee job and get pennies for it, and, you know, spend our own pennies, our own wee money, and get our own wages. Our first wage was for tatty picking, you know, and it was brilliant times, absolutely brilliant times we had in these fields, you know. And so yeah, I've never forgotten all the memories that was made within these fields, and, you know, having to go up to the farmhouse and ask for your wages because, you know, the farmer hadn't given them yet, and it was just, you know, it was simpler times, you know. We made do. We didn't have any consoles or computer games, or, you know what I mean, mobile phones. You'd be lucky if you had a main phone in your house, you know. You're very lucky if you had a main phone. And you know, we were out till it was dark, till the lights came on, street lights came on. That was our curfew. We were out on the bikes from dawn till dusk during this holidays, you know. We were never in, you know. You know, when it was beautiful sun, you know, during the summer, we were out in the garden with our paddling pool. It was just, and we were happier, and we were made, you know, we had like a sandy bank, and we were making sandcastles out of the sand, and, you know, it was, we were happy. We didn't want anything, you know. We didn't, yes, I mean, Dad had a job on the farm, but we didn't need anything else. I mean, he worked hard from sometimes 5:30 in the morning to 5:30 at night, you know, 12-hour shifts every single day, 7 days of the week, you know, whether it was Christmas or New Year or whatever. All the cattle, when I was working the farm, all the cattle and the sheep, when we had sheep, needed to be fed no matter what day it was, you know. And he worked hard. Everybody worked hard at that point. Everybody should be working hard now, you know. But you get people who think they're entitled to money off the government and they can't be bothered working, and, you know, they shouldn't need to work. They should rely on handouts and stuff like that. Yeah. That's not what we were taught. We were taught if you wanted anything in this world, you need to work hard for it. You know, it's the old-fashioned way. And it should be the same now. You know, you don't get money for nothing, really. And for those who say that being on benefits is more worthwhile than working, you know, obviously they're getting paid too much. You know, yes, everything is expensive. I get that. I really do get that. You know, it's expensive for me. For our household, we always have to, you know, scrimp and save, and, you know, watch the pennies, and, you know, and everybody's doing exactly the same thing. But it doesn't give you the right to sort of like resign yourself from work altogether. You know, yes, if you can't work, you can't work. If you've got a valid reason, you know. I probably get backlash for this, but that's my view. That's my, you know, I have my own views. You have your views. That should be the end of it. You know, again, it was just simpler that times. We all had to make do. You know, there's no such thing as tumble dryers back then. It was a man calling the rope. You know, if you go into the hair centre, you'll see all your granny's utensils, or you know, all the things they used to have in the living room, and you know what they used in the kitchens, and scrubbing boards and things like that. You know, the old twin tub. I remember the old twin tub. You had to put the hose in the sink to drain. There's no such thing as, you know, fancy wash machines we have now. You know, absolutely, the old twin tub. You know, and that was, I enjoyed that times. I mean, being my age, we didn't realise what we had back then. You know, we're so grateful for what we have now, and kids don't know the half of it now. You know, what we had to endure. You know, there's no such thing as designer labels back then. You know, you got, well, I don't know about anybody else, but I got persecuted for where I stayed. I didn't stay in a normal house, I stayed in the croft. You know, because I was different, I got persecuted for that. We relied on jumble seals for all our clothes. That's what a lot of families did back then. You know, again, it was simpler times. You had to make do. You know, there was a lot of knitting, there was a lot of sewing going on. You know, knit your own clothes, make your own clothes, you know what I mean. A trip to Inverness was a very, you know, a big luxury. You know, going to Inverness, and remember my first time on a bus going to Inverness myself. I thought I was going to the end of the world, you know, because I've never been out of Allness myself, you know. Again, it was just simpler times. But so I'm getting to the end of this road here, and I'll stop the video in a minute. And in actual fact, what I'll do is I'll go behind the police station and stop there. And there's a wee lane I can go up here. And so yeah, again, we didn't know what we had until, you know, we lost it or whatever, or we didn't appreciate what we had. We didn't appreciate what our parents went through to put food on the table and to clothe us, and you know, it's I'll go up here. This is Kendall Court. This is a new house. I think this used to be a Highland Council depot, I think, at one point. Along the road, along that road there used to be Mitchell's garage. I remember that. I remember the yard. I think this is the Highland Council yard, I think, was in this area. And this area to my left hand side here used to be the Alex Ross builder's yard. Many moons ago. So now there's houses everywhere. Yeah, it's starting to get cloudy. I better finish this quite quick and then get home and take my washing in. I've got about a 10-minute walk before I get to my house. But yeah, so the door in front of me, that's a Kensal Hall. It's a lovely wee hall. I'll show you the front of it. Oh, arm is sore today. So this is the Kensal Community Centre. So they have there's a church in here every Sunday morning, which is Calvary Church. They have a Kensal Club in here every second Monday. It's like a friendship club thing. It's, you know, they have games, or they have a speaker, or they have music, or they play board games or whist, or it's a nice wee time. So my mum's involved in that, and my girl had her birthday party there when she was 10, and this is another green space behind the police station, but it's littered with litter, as you can see. Vape boxes and margarine tabs. I think there's a can of drink or lager or whatever. We've had a couple of people sitting in the benches there drinking. I'm not going to show you the back of the train station, that's silly. And so it's a lovely wee club. So if you know anybody of pensioner age, let them know. Every second Monday. They've just had it last Monday, so been there a fortnight before the next one. And actually, let me here. It's getting windy now. So yes, if you know anybody that would like to go, that we very much welcome. And they do day trips as well, maybe twice a year I think, or they go out for a meal. And so yeah, it's a great wee club. Yesterday we had up at the Honest Baptist Church, we had a lunch club, and the lunch club is not only for elderly, it's for any ages. Come and have a bowl of soup, some sandwiches, there's cakes, could be music. Sometimes we've had quizzes, and it's a great wee time of fellowship, and so yeah, so that's once a month, last Tuesday of every single month. So I think the next one's on the 28th of May, I think. So it starts at 12:30. Everybody is welcome, any age, just bring them along. Our toddler group, Tots and Toast up at the church, or the Baptist church, is growing great guns. We could do with a few more members. Our age groups are baby to 3, and we've had a great response. We could, you can get a snack, there's snack, and we always have cake for the parents, always. You've got to look after our mums and dads, because they need the strength to look after bairns. We have craft times, we have songs. So yeah, it's a great wee club. So if you know of any that has small kids and they want to come along, they're very welcome. Just come up to Fir Hill, to the Baptist church, and we sit down in this wee seat, in this bench here. Oh, my back's sore today. So again, thank you for your support, for believing in me, for all your comments. I'm not a spiteful person. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not like that. I don't hold a grudge. I will not humiliate anybody in here. I will not call anybody out. I will not mention any names or anything. So I don't really care what you write about me in Facebook or in any groups or anything like that. I really can't give a toss. Again, I have lots of other things to worry about and concentrate on without having to worry about what people are saying. So we look forward to the next video. It's going to be an exciting video, and I hope you really like it. So again, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like it, and it helps my visibility on YouTube. If you want to see anything different, if you want me to come to places like between Evington, Alness and Invergordon. I'm happy to do that. If you want to meet me for a coffee, if you just want to blether, you know, just give me a wee heads up, you know, and I can come and blether. I'm not a celebrity. I don't pretend to be. You know, I'm very down to earth. What you see is what you get. If you don't like it, tough. You know, that's the way I've been brought up, and that's the way I'll always be. Life's too short to hold a grudge. Life's too short to argue. You know, that's, everybody knows that's not me. I will do anything for anybody, but if you cross the line, if you take advantage of my good nature, you will know about it. I will never ever trust you again. So, but that's the way I've been brought up. I will help anybody in need because I know that I might need that help later on. So help everybody you can. You know, if you can, just a friendly smile. Hello, how are you? It's a nice day. Just be friendly to each other. That's all we need. That's all we ask for. That's all we've, you know, we're human beings. We're not animals. You know, just be nice and courteous and respectful towards each other. So on that note, guys, thank you for joining me again, and we'll see you again next time. Until then, be good. Ta-ta!